Right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. I would like to introduce this 2016, is it on? Stop-start technology, don't even ask me. Yes, it is on. Drive. It's not on. Whee! Right, I'm turning stop-start off. First thing you do in these cars, turn stop-start off. Worst idea ever. Anyway, 2016 BMW 3 Series Estate. No, this is not a paid promotion by BMW. No, this is not a press car. This is my courtesy car. I'll say that again. Courtesy car. On Sunday, I was involved in a car crash. Yeah. Woman just pulled straight out in front of me. I'm doing 30 and a 40, you know, chilling, listening to a bit of music on a Sunday night. 10:25, I think the accident actually happened. And she's pulled straight out in front of me, no brake lights. And obviously, consequently, I've hit her. That's all I can really sort of tell you guys. I don't really want to show the car as of yet. There'll be a lot of speculation as to, you know, what's happened with the car, why the damage doesn't look as bad as it is, but then I've delved into it and it is quite bad. The unfortunate thing is, her car was completely written off. Absolutely written off. You know, 2 ton, you know, 1700 kilo, whatever you wanted to call it, Lexus versus a 6N2 Polo. You know, the Polo is going to come off worse, let's be honest. So the whole rear of her car was completely smashed in. My front bumper, headlight, bonnet, crash bar, the whole lot completely destroyed. What does this mean for the Lexus though? Because obviously a lot of people will know that I've just bought wheels for it. I've just bought, you know, I've actually got a mounting. There's about 10 or 12 things at home that I have ready for the car. This means that, well, I don't know what this means. You know, leave me a comment below as to what you sort of think. So this is my courtesy car. This isn't a car that I bought. This again isn't a press car or anything. I can tell you it's quite nice. It's a bit crappy on fuel, if I'm honest, for a 2-litre turbo. You know, I don't really understand why it's a petrol and not a diesel. And it has no parking sensors other than the rear. It doesn't really make sense as a car, this in my opinion. It's very comfortable though. Nice big, you know, boot and everything. It's an estate, so you quite like that sort of thing. Just a general consensus of my courtesy car. Massive shout out to my insurance though. They got me this car straight away. The problem is, this leaves me in a bit of a predicament. And I think you guys may know what the predicament is. Now, obviously, I've just got to the point where I was going to keep the Lexus. Awesome, Jamie's going to finally keep a car. Yay, the internet can get on board with me keeping the Lexus. I've started to buy parts for it. Me and Adam at 621 have gone in and said, yes, we're going to, you know, put Whistler wheels on the car. It's going to be awesome. I've got the wheels. I've got the specs for the tyres. I am going to buy the tyres on the Monday morning. Yeah, Sunday night the car gets basically written off. So this is what's happened. I personally think the car's been written off. This is why. This is why. The value of the car isn't there. There's no value in an old Lexus. Now I think everyone can appreciate that my Lexus hasn't got great value in it, and I know that as well. That's why I was keeping it. The idea was to pretty much run it into the ground if I could. Just keep it until it, you know, finally came to its demise and stopped working. The idea being that I didn't want to put any more value into another car because I wanted another project car in the new year so I could build it up quicker, better parts, all that sort of good stuff. But you know, the idea still being that I didn't have a lot of money in my daily driver. I still need a nice daily driver. I need an automatic because I do too much mileage. It's just how it is. That's how I've always had my life. I've always had automatics and I've always had 2 cars up until this point. My YouTube career has gone a bit round. It's a bit of a confusing time because obviously you guys remember the MX-5 being written off. Yeah, a lot of people were like, oh no, that's not written off. And I was like, yeah, the chassis bent, mate, it is written off. And it had no value in the car whatsoever. So, you know, a hit and run, couldn't really do anything about that. Car got split down for parts. Again, if you guys want me to go through that car and what actually happened with it, I can do. It's sort of something that I've left to one side because I wasn't really that bothered. I wanted to go on holiday and do my traveling and shoot stuff for the channel. A lot of people down in the comments will be like, oh, now you can get a proper car. Oh, you can do this. And I've already had it all over Instagram. And you've got to realise I've already had my dream cars way before YouTube. I do not need some exotic car to feel like I've done well. You know, I drive some unbelievable cars and I'm content with that. I'm content with a daily driver that I don't have a lot of money in, that's automatic, is nice and comfy, good sound system, all that stuff, and then I can drive and make the content for the YouTube. That's the big idea. That was the biggest idea, because I didn't want my channel to go a certain way. So if I did buy a Honda Civic, or I bought, you know, a Citroen or whatever, people would just come to my channel for a Civic or for a Honda. I wouldn't want that. I wanted it to be like generic. Everybody can get something from the channel. That's why I made the decision to keep the Lexus. That's why, you know, when you know, I was going to get another car, it would have been a quick in and out, you know, project, and then on to the next one. Something, you know, going from a French car to a Japanese car. Clio V6. Oh, very nice. Not a lot of people know about that. I have never really put it across on the channel. It's something that I sat down and went, what's the point in me, you know, chasing a certain car when I want everybody to get on board with my channel? I want something for everyone to come to the channel. I hope you guys understand that, because it's something that I sort of made the conscious decision myself to make that decision and do it. But it's left me in, you know, quite a good place, because I haven't got loads of value in a daily car. That was the idea. I can sort of leave the Lexus wherever I fancy, drive it wherever I fancy. It's pretty much bulletproof unless someone pulls out in front of you. But I'm trying to make light of the situation. I did actually watch back the MX-5 one, where I was so annoyed and I was just like, I give up. And don't get me wrong, Monday morning and Tuesday, I'd pretty much given up on cars, if I'm honest. And I know a lot of people won't want me to say that, but I actually, well, you can see why. The last 3 months, I've had 2 cars that have been written off by someone else. And this is the thing I'm taking away from this, and I've got to tell you guys, regardless of what car you got, regardless of who you are and how good of a driver you are, it's not you on the road, it's everyone else. Everyone else, obviously, is out to get you. You've got to remember, that's why I have big cars. I've always had a bigger car because I drive it more, and then in an event of an accident, I know you're not supposed to, oh, I'm going to have an accident at some point, but I knew that, you know, being on the road more meant that I'm probably going to be in an accident quicker. So it meant that I bought bigger cars, because when it does happen, I'd want to be as far away from the accident as possible, if I'm honest. If you guys could see that little Polo in front of my Lexus being pranged down the road, you'd think twice about the cars you own, I tell you. You know, I've got to that point again where the MX-5 went, and I didn't have a lot of love in it, don't get me wrong, but it meant that I could focus on the channel, getting better cars, and having a daily driver that's comfortable and I can just thrash around, it doesn't really matter. Now, that car's been destroyed as well. I don't even know what to do anymore. Leave a comment below if you do, because I am out of options. Unfortunately, if it does mean they write it off, I'm probably going to, you know, get the value of the car and then go and buy something else. Yes, you can put in the comments that, oh, buy this hot hatch and this and that and blah blah, but I still need a daily driver. I still needed that wafty, you know, go here, there and everywhere car, and I'd already found it, and I didn't have a lot of value in it, so I was happy and content with that car. This is more of a rant video, I don't know if you've noticed. But if you guys want to see any more of this BMW estate, it's an X-Drive, which is 4-wheel drive? I think it's 4-wheel drive. I haven't really looked at it, if I'm honest. It's quite nice to drive, automatic. It's got 8 gears in it for some reason, not really sure why. It's getting 33 mpg. Again, I don't think that's enough to warrant eco mode and stop start. I think that's a terrible mpg figure to have in something like this, considering my 3-litre V6 Lexus was doing 27 mpg around town. This is doing 33. Not a massive amount of difference there, but this isn't about this car, it's about letting you guys know what's going on. So if you don't see the Lexus again, I will let you guys know exactly what's going on with the car. I will be able to release a bit of video, a bit of pictures and stuff about the car as well at some point, once the insurance has sort of gone through a little bit more. Again, we're still at the starting stages, and again, if anybody has ever been there, you know exactly how I'm feeling. I'm in bits at the moment. I feel like I've been ran over, but I'm sending you guys positive vibes for Christmas. I want you guys to go and enjoy your Christmas. I'm definitely going to enjoy mine. If this means that the channel takes a bit of a pause, I'll try and carry on with some sort of daily vlog at the same time as, you know, letting you guys know what's going on with the cars. But for the minute, it looks like the Lexus is dead. It's not coming back, I doubt, and it means we have to buy another car, and I really can't be arsed. I genuinely can't be bothered with it. I just started to really like it again. That's the problem. So anyway, guys, leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts if you want me to go a bit more in depth as to, you know, insurance and stuff. I know a lot of people may be on the fence about never being in a crash and not knowing what happens, you know, insurance wise the other side. I will chat to you guys about that if you would like to know anything about it. Hope you liked the video. RIP the Lexus, maybe, probably. That's life, innit? But have a good Christmas, guys. See you later.